A bad mood can enter quietly, no dramatic event, no obvious reason. You are sitting at your desk, standing in the kitchen, walking back from a normal conversation, and suddenly everything feels heavier than it did 5 minutes ago. The room looks the same. Your life has not collapsed, but inside, something has shifted. So you reach for the easiest explanation. Maybe you are tired. Maybe you are lazy. Maybe something is wrong with you. Then you open your phone, looking for a small escape, and somehow the noise makes you feel even more disconnected. There is another possibility. Your mood may not be telling you the full story. It may simply be your nervous system sending out a warning signal before your thinking mind has had time to understand what happened. And when you know how to respond to that signal, you do not need to wait hours for your mood to change. You can begin changing direction in less than 1 minute, not by pretending everything is fine, not by forcing yourself to be cheerful, by giving your brain better information. Today, we are going to walk through 3 small resets that help your mind return to steadier ground when your mood suddenly drops. Imagine a security guard watching a building at night. The guard does not know everything happening inside. He watches for signs. A broken window, a sudden noise, a door left open. If enough signals look unsafe, he raises the alarm. Your brain works in a similar way. Before you have a clear thought, your brain is already reading your body. Shallow breathing, tight shoulders, a clenched jaw, a collapsed posture, fast movements, a frozen face. To the brain, these are not random details. They are evidence. If your body looks like it is under threat, your brain may start preparing for threat. Your chest feels tight. Your thoughts become darker. Small problems seem larger. The future begins to look less manageable. That is why trying to think positive often fails when your body is still sending danger signals. You are trying to convince the mind while the body is still voting against you. So the first reset is simple. Change the physical weather. Unclench your jaw. Let your tongue rest. Drop your shoulders by 1 inch. Place both feet on the floor. Exhale a little longer than you inhale. Do not perform it dramatically. Just make your body easier for your brain to trust. Try this for 1 slow breath. Inhale gently through the nose. Pause. Then release the breath as if you are putting down a heavy bag you forgot you were carrying. This does not solve your whole life. It does something more immediate. It tells your nervous system, we are not in emergency mode right now. A common mistake is waiting for calm before you soften your body. In real life, it often works the other way around. The body opens the door first. The mind follows after it feels safe enough. So when your mood drops, do not begin with a debate inside your head. Begin with posture, breath, and tension. Your body is not separate from your emotions. It is one of the main ways your emotions receive instructions. There is a particular kind of suffering that comes from not knowing what you feel. You only know something is wrong. Your mind starts searching for a reason, and when it cannot find one, it starts inventing explanations. Maybe I am failing. Maybe I am behind. Maybe I am not built for this. Maybe I will always feel this way. This is how a temporary emotional state turns into a personal story. A feeling arrives, and the mind turns it into identity. But the moment you name the feeling accurately, something changes. You create a little distance, not cold distance, not denial, just enough space to see what is happening without being swallowed by it. Instead of saying, I am falling apart, try saying, this is anxiety moving through me. Instead of saying, I am useless, try saying, this is discouragement after a difficult moment. Instead of saying, I cannot handle life, try saying, my system feels overloaded right now. The words matter because they change your position. When you say, I am anxious, the feeling can seem like your whole identity. When you say, I notice anxiety, you become the person observing the emotion. That small shift is powerful. Psychologists sometimes call this affect labeling, putting emotions into clear language. In everyday life, it means giving your mind a map instead of letting it wander through fog. You do not need a perfect label. You just need an honest one. Try this sentence: I am noticing a wave of this feeling right now. Then give it one clear name: sadness, pressure, irritation, fear, loneliness, shame, exhaustion, or disappointment. Then add one more sentence: it makes sense that my body is reacting. This is not an excuse to stay stuck. It is a way to stop fighting yourself. Because when you attack yourself for having a feeling, you add a second layer of pain. First, there is the mood. Then there is shame about the mood. Naming removes some of that second layer. It gives you enough clarity to choose your next move. When your mood is low, your mind often asks for a big solution. You feel behind. So you imagine a complete life reset. You feel unmotivated. So you wait for a huge burst of energy. You feel stuck. So you think you need a perfect plan before taking action. But a low mood is not usually repaired by a perfect plan. It is repaired by evidence. Your brain needs one small sign that movement is still possible. This is where the third reset begins. Create one visible proof of progress. Not a full workout. Not a complete project. Not an entire clean room. Just one action small enough that your tired mind cannot argue with it. Wash one cup. Open the document. Put one item away. Drink water. Step outside for 30 seconds. Write the first sentence badly. Reply to the easiest message. Stretch your hands. Make your bed halfway if that is all you can do. The size is not the point. The point is the message underneath the action. I can still influence the next moment. This matters because motivation is often not the beginning of action. Many times, motivation is the result of action. A tiny win gives the brain something concrete to work with. It interrupts the helpless feeling. It creates momentum without demanding a heroic mood. Think of it like lighting a small match in a dark room. The match does not become the sun. It simply proves that darkness is not the only thing present. A common mistake is choosing a first step that is too large. When your mood is heavy, fix my life will crush you. Clean the entire apartment may feel impossible. Become disciplined. Starting today is too vague for the brain to follow. Choose something physical, visible, and finishable in under 2 minutes. Your brain trusts completed actions. So when you feel empty, do not ask, how do I become motivated? Ask, what is one tiny piece of evidence I can create right now? Then do it before your mind turns it into a debate. There is one reason people forget these tools when emotions get intense. They wait until they are overwhelmed to design their response. That is like trying to build a fire escape while the building is already filling with smoke. So create a small reset corner in your life. It does not need to be a real corner. It can be a note on your phone, a sticky note on your desk, or a simple routine you remember. Write 3 lines. Soften the body. Name the feeling. Complete one small action. Keep it somewhere visible. When the mood drops, you do not need to become wise in the moment. You only need to follow the next instruction. You can also prepare a list of tiny wins for difficult days. 5 options are enough. Drink water. Open the window. Put on clean clothes. Write one messy sentence. Walk to the door and back. This removes decision fatigue. Because when your mind is already tired, even choosing what to do can feel like another burden. A reset is not supposed to be impressive. It is supposed to be usable. The best emotional tools are the ones you can reach when you are not feeling strong. A sudden bad mood does not always mean your life is wrong. Sometimes it means your brain is working with incomplete information. It sees tension in the body, confusion in the mind, and stillness in your behavior. Then it assumes danger, failure, or defeat. You can give it better evidence. So the next time your mood drops without warning, try this sequence. First, make your body safer to live inside. Second, give the feeling a clear name. Third, Complete one tiny action that proves movement is possible. That is enough to change the direction of the moment. Not every day will feel light. Not every emotion will disappear quickly. But you can learn to meet yourself differently. You can stop treating every low mood as a personal flaw. Sometimes the mind does not need a speech. It needs a signal. It needs a name. It needs one small step. If this gave you a calmer way to understand yourself, stay with this channel for more quiet, practical self-development. And before you leave, choose one reset to try today. Your next better moment does not have to be big. It only has to begin.